Hello and welcome to my channel, dear students. Today we are going to do some very important diagram based questions which are very important for class 12 biology final exams, board exams of CBSE or even state boards. So without wasting any more time, let's move forward to the question number 1. This is the diagram of TS of anther. Here we have to identify ABC and we have to mention the function of C. So here the part A is endothecium, B is middle layer and C is tapetum. You need to mention that tapetum provides nutrition to the developing pollen grains. So this was the second part of the question, which was what is the function of C, that is what is the function of tapetum. Now let's move forward. The second question, based on this structure, identify the related drug and its source. So this is the carbon skeleton of a drug and the answer is this is the skeletal structure of cannabinoid molecule. So a cannabinoid molecule is represented by this structure and its source, which was the second part of the question, its source is the inflorescence or the flowers of the plant Cannabis sativa. Examples of drugs from this group are bhang, ganja, charas and so on. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. In this diagram of a nucleosome, identify A, B and C. So here the answer is A, B and C are as follows. A is the DNA, B is H1 histone and C is the histone octamer made up of histone proteins. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 4. Name the disease represented in the figure and its pathogen. So in the picture it is clear that this disease is elephant's foot or filariasis, and it is also known as elephantiasis, and the pathogen which causes this disease is known as Wuchereria bancrofti. Wuchereria bancrofti. It's a very important question. Then moving to the next question. Question number 5. The figure represents the relative proportion of various taxa of plants. Identify A and B. So here this pie diagram is showing different proportions of the various plant taxa. We have to identify what does A and B represent. So here A represents fungi and B represents angiosperms or flowering plants. So it is clear that the number of fungi is more than any other given in this group. Next is, this is the figure of gel electrophoresis, and here in the first part you have to mark the positive and negative terminals, and in the second part you have to tell how the separated DNA fragments are isolated. So the first answer, the A part, here the positive terminal is the point B given in the diagram and the negative terminal is point A as shown in the diagram. Second part, the process by which separated DNA fragments are isolated is known as elution. This elution is very important for your exams. Next is question 7. This is the diagram of an antibody. You have to identify points A, B, C and D. Or in the figure it is F. So here A is antigen binding site, B is the light chain, C is the heavy chain and D is disulfide bond. So these are the 4 main parts of an antibody molecule. Next is question number 8. This is the diagram of Bt cotton. You have to tell what Bt stands for. And you have to list the type of cryogenes that provide resistance to corn and cotton plants against insects or lepidopterans. So the first part of the question, the answer is Bt stands for Bacillus thuringiensis. You must learn this spelling correctly. And the second part, it's the name of the genes Cry1AC or Cry2AB control cotton bollworm, and the gene Cry1AB controls corn borer disease. So both the names of genes you have to remember in both the plants, cotton as well as corn. Next is question number 9. Study the age pyramids and answer these questions. First, you have to mention the pyramid which is ideal for human population and why. And you have to tell what would be the growth rate pattern when resources are unlimited. So we have the 3 age pyramids over here and the answers to these questions. The first is the middle one, or the stable pyramid, is ideal as it maintains the stability in all the phases of population. And the B part, exponential growth pattern is seen when resources are unlimited. So there will be unlimited growth of population. Then the last question, name the hormones A, B, C that are responsible for ovarian changes during menstrual cycle. So the figure is showing the different points at which these hormones act, and the answer is shown in the diagram. FSH is hormone A, it acts on the primary follicle. LH is hormone B, LH stands for luteinizing hormone, and C over here stands for progesterone. So these are the 3 hormones, FSH, LH and progesterone. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching and good luck for your exams. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share with others.